Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. This is Misfit.
And I'm Kel.
And today we are doing our map pool preview for Stage 4. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over them in the order that they're going to be played out, which is going to be Hybrid, then Assault, then Control, and then finally Escort map, and then of course there'll be another Control in the overtime, which we're assuming is going to be Nepal because it's the only one that hasn't been used yet.
Yeah, it's the only one that hasn't been used as a tiebreaker, and then it's really the only one that makes sense to be the tiebreaker map.
Yeah, for right now.
Yeah.
So let's hit the hybrid maps. Starting off, we're going to have Blizzard World, which we saw in the last stage, which it was interesting to watch how people were playing that out because we hadn't seen anyone like on a professional level or a high level play this map out, and it was kind of interesting. I think it's going to be a little different this time.
We will get the changes now that they made. It's just that slight change that they made on the second point where it's going to end a little bit sooner. So that'll be a nice little change.
It was rare on a lot of occasions where people got past that second point.
Yeah.
Just because that stupid defense spawn room is like right there.
Right.
Which is fine to a point, but yeah, I think this will be interesting with Brigitte in there. Hard to say if they're going to run her a lot on this one. Maybe through second point. First point, you're going to get a lot of the same stuff, I think. I think you're going to get a lot of the coming up through the side with your Widow on defense, and probably run some kind of Sombra coming through. They might try and run a death ball thing on attack too. We
very much could see that. But I mean, yeah, it's I can't imagine it's going to be all that different from what we saw. I mean, obviously less divey, but yeah.
But divey to an extent, I think. Yeah. I think you're going to see Sombra still, because I think she still has a lot of play on this, especially with the EMP. You can still charge it up pretty fast, and with the amount of tanks and stuff, you're going to probably need the hack.
Yeah.
And it's that she hasn't been changed too drastically or nerfed or anything like that recently, so I think that's going to come into play on that. The second and third points are where you're going to probably get... It's really hard to say with the second point now with Brigitte.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get her in there on that. They're probably going to try and roll with like a triple tank kind of thing.
But you really have to watch out for Farah on that.
Yeah, and there's a lot of sneaky places to hide as Farah.
Yeah. There
too. So it's going to be hard to say.
But then there's a lot of cover against a Farah, so it'll be interesting to see how they work that with this new meta.
I think you're going to see you're definitely going to see like a lot of McCree play in there. Yeah. Probably going to see some Widow on defense. I don't think the Widow on defense is going to change that much.
No.
It's harder to get shots on that second point, but these guys figured it out.
Yeah.
Didn't take them long.
Yeah, no issues there. So yeah, I mean, I don't really anticipate Blizzard World being all that different from what we've already saw. Honestly, it's probably, I'm not particularly fond of this map, even watching these guys play it.
I like it. I don't like it's a little hard to get past the second point. That's where I have my issues.
But what I'm really excited to see is the other map, because it's my favorite map to watch these guys play and to play myself.
Yes, so let's get into that. Awesome.
Cannot wait.
Kings Row,
especially with this meta. I mean, even with the last meta, they still were running Reinhardt or Orisa.
Yeah.
So,
and it was
with the way this is going to be, I am so excited to see what these guys do.
Yeah, and you got a lot of different stuff. You had guys coming in on attack with Hanzo, and if Scatter's still in there, you're definitely going to see some Hanzo in there, I'm sure. And then you're going to get Brigitte probably on, I would say on defense, definitely on first point.
Yeah.
Where, they can do some different things. I mean, you're going to have a Widowmaker in there, I'm sure.
Oh, for sure. I mean, with the way that these guys play Widowmaker, that's never...
It's not going to go away.
Yeah.
You could see more Soldier on defense, I think, first point, especially for bursting down some of those tanks and stuff like that.
Right.
And kind of like they run Numbani.
Yeah.
And then when you start getting down... See, I love between first point and the last point, or the second point. That whole corridor through the streets... that just provides so much different shit.
Yeah, and there's so many different ways that they can approach it, and all of that. I love this map. It's my favorite map in the game.
You're gonna see the trash mouse. He's gonna be out.
Oh yeah,
and you're gonna see if people are running this Reinhardt Farah with some Junkrat play in there, you're gonna see, or not Reinhardt Farah, Reinhardt Brigitte. You're gonna see Farah.
Yeah,
definitely through the second point because there's a lot of places you can go and You can actually trap people with Pharah on this pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to... The hard thing is saying, what are they going to run for a flank? You're going to run Genji, maybe? You're going to run Tracer? I don't know. Depends on how they approach it to start, like on attack. Going through there. On defense, I doubt you're going to see heavy-duty stuff on this.
Yeah, I could see them using Pharah more as a flanker.
Yeah, you're going to have probably Roadhog, triple tank kind of thing. Zarya for sure. Which is... I'm excited because we're going to get to see some of these really good Zarya players that came in non-Zarya friendly map pool like Zappis and Gagori. And we'll get to see more of Spree, I'm sure, with Houston. I love watching these guys play Zarya.
I'm excited to see more of Sinatra playing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Sinatra. I tried to block that out of my mind. That was fucking frightening.
Right? But I don't think I've ever seen a Zarya ult get built that fast.
And this is going to be... On the whole, this is really going to be a good Zarya map pool.
Yeah.
Because you have Li Jiang, and you have King's Row, and you could probably run her... They run her sometimes on Horizon, too, on attack, when they do that meatball thing.
Yeah. So, moving on to the Assault.
Speaking of...
We've got Horizon to start, and then Hanamura. We talked about a little bit about Horizon in our meta one because of the tank heavy thing that obviously came up because they ran super tank heavy in the first stage when we had Horizon with the meatball. So I'm excited to see them run that again.
Now the one thing we didn't talk too much, we talked about more of the attack defense on first point. The second point's going to be interesting, where you have Fleta and those guys up in the rafters with Junkrats.
Yeah.
Oy. And then...
The return of the Jake Rat.
The Jake Rat will be in full force. I mean, he's got a lot of maps on here that are in favor of them. Watch out for Houston. They might be better in this one.
Yeah.
Not a ton better, I don't think, but I'm going with they're going to have some pull-outs and wins.
They're going to make a push for that final playoff spot.
Yeah. It's going to be not easy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really tight race, and I'm excited to see how it all plays out.
And we'll definitely get into that before stage 4 starts.
Yes.
And our feelings on that. So we haven't talked at all about Hanamura with a tank heavy meta like this.
Yeah.
Because we got it right after the Mercy change.
Because with the old way, you could just totally all dive. Everyone basically just goes up through the... Well, actually, no. They would go around...
They would go to the right?
Yeah, they would go through the main door and go to the right.
Or up to the left.
Go up. Or they all go up to the left. But I think you're kind of limited with the super tank heavy. You're kind of limited to going that right way.
You might see, fuck it, we're going to go dive on this just because of that. And then maybe switch up on the point B where you go more into that Brigida
and you do
tank heavy.
And we'll definitely see Soldier. I don't think Soldier will go away for that second point.
No.
Especially on attack. He's just too effective.
Oh, yeah, he's way too effective on that.
Especially with the way that they approach it, going up to that thing, and that's just perfect range for him to just wreak havoc.
Yeah, right up on that. You go on the second floor there, looking across right down at where that altar thing is.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like the perfect positioning for him. And you're gonna get, I think you're gonna get a lot more of the Orisa type stuff on defense.
Yeah.
To start. Because they weren't really running her that as much the last time, but the way this meta is kind of unfolding, I think you're gonna see more Orisa on here.
For sure.
Who knows? You might even see you might get a Torb sighting.
Maybe.
Probably not, but
I hope so.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Symmetra on point B?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
With the way that these guys hit scan, Symmetra is so ineffective because she's just so easy to kill at that level.
Yeah. But I think we're going to see, I was going to get into this, but I think we'll see some Mei.
Yeah. I do think you're right.
Especially with this freeze crew thing. You know, it's going to be effective when all those guys go up on that right-hand side on point B, they go up through that stairwell. You can just, if you get her with a Zarya bubble or you get her,
behind a Reinhardt.
Just
moving up. Oh, yeah.
She can freeze 4 guys and then Reinhardt charge.
Yep. They're screwed.
Yeah. I think that's, or God forbid, you give it to Jonak and let him just put icicles in people's brain. Or, who the hell, someone was running it on, was it Jaehong that was running on fucking,
I think so, yeah.
Although he's their probably their main tank. So
apparently, because he wanted to be,
which is great.
Okay, cool, man. I guess that's a thing you can do halfway through the season, or more than halfway through the season.
When you're a god like him, yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can, but...
Okay.
All right, whatever, man. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
It's gonna get you guys win, then you fucking need to do it, because... That's
a difference.
You guys need to not miss the playoffs, because if you keep playing the way that you have been, you're not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, at all.
Jesus.
What are they gonna do?
Haven't made a single stage playoff yet. They're still somehow fourth in the league. It just boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Don't understand.
They're just like every
they're just consistently mediocre, I guess.
They're consistently above mediocre.
Yeah,
they beat all the teams they should beat, and they lose to the teams that are better than above Houston.
So they're the Raptors.
Yeah, pretty much. And does that make Jonak and Savio be LeBron?
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, they have to be the Raptors. They have to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is true. I don't even know. I can't even think of a comparison off the top of my head. But anyway, we'll
to the
move on.
Toronto Blue Jays.
Yeah. There you go.
Good enough roster, but never make the playoffs.
Or actually, no, even better. The Orioles.
Yeah.
Baltimore Orioles. Hey, look how great their roster is. They got a chance, and then up. Oh, we have the best closer in baseball. Let's not put him in the ninth inning when we're tied.
Yeah, let's not do that. You know, the best team from April to fucking June.
Yep.
Except for this year. That division's sewn up.
Yeah. It's you guys are Boston. It's, it's one or the other.
It's early in baseball. It's way too early to say that. The Yankees...
But the Orioles are pretty much out of it at this point.
Yeah, well, they're done. We're talking about previous years of the Orioles. Anyway, back to Hanamura.
But there's really not too much more to say with Hanamura. Let's move on to the control maps. So we have Oasis and Lijiang. We've seen both of these maps so much to this point.
Yeah,
there's
Oasis...
really not that much to say with either of the control maps, any of them. Lijiang will be interesting, just because it is the already tank-heavy map anyway. Yeah, and we have the control center where you got that, that's where you get your Zarya Roadhog triple tank thing, with Reinhardt. So you're going to throw Brigitte in there, I'm sure. Oh, yeah.
Or try to. And I just like watching them play that. That was where we saw Sinatra. Isn't that where Sinatra got that fucking graviton in about 35 seconds?
No, that was on Nepal.
Oh, that was on Nepal.
Yeah, he did it on Village.
That's right. It was on Village. Never mind.
It's still.
That's dumb.
Then maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see him do it even faster now.
Well, this is where we could see Gagori get, some good Zarya play in here.
Yeah.
It's which is what I want to see her do.
Absolutely.
And Zappis, and I want to see more Spree.
Yeah.
Because he was fantastic to watch on fucking Zarya as well.
For sure.
I'm a big fan of Zarya anyway.
Yeah. I love a good high skill tank.
Yeah. Oasis, though, there's nothing really to talk about Oasis.
No, we've seen so much of Oasis, and there's really not all that much to say with Lijiang either. Like, we've seen both of these maps so much that there's really, there's just not all that much to say about it anymore.
Okay, so let's move on to the escort maps. We've only seen Dorado once and Gibraltar once.
Yeah.
So
these are the maps that we can really get into, but Dorado's probably my favorite escort map.
Yeah, I like Dorado a lot.
Or it's one of my favorite.
Yeah. I'm starting to like the new one. Rialto.
I'm really excited to play more Rialto.
Rialto's fun, but Dorado is very similar to Rialto.
Yes.
In the aspects of there's small areas. There's a lot more on Rialto. There's obviously a lot more environmental stuff, but it's got the same kind of chokes and that kind of thing, and places where you can hide up in the rafters and all that. Obviously, we're going to see Widowmaker play from hell here.
But I also feel like Dorado gave us some of the better moments from the way that these guys played. Some of my favorite matches were played on Dorado.
Well, for instance,
same with Gibraltar.
Yeah, for instance, that Stage 1 final.
Yep.
Between London and New York.
Absolutely.
That was unbelievable. It came down to the Prophet fucking junk tire.
Yeah.
Killing Jonak and Ark.
Mm-hmm. In the church.
Is it a church or is that a courthouse?
I'm pretty sure that's a church.
I don't know.
Because it's got a steeple.
Yeah, but if you go behind that, when I was doing the map pool video, I kind of went behind the desk and there's papers and then there's a coffee cup on top and then there's a gin bottle tucked down in the
It's just a pastor likes a little drinking
Yeah,
here.
maybe it was a bottle of Manischewitz. I don't know. Maybe it's a synagogue. It was a square bottle.
I mean, it's got pews.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I've never been to a courthouse that had pews.
Well, maybe it was
it's an old timey courthouse, I guess.
It's a shitty town in Mexico, man. It's run by Lumerico. I mean, obviously they're not doing good things for the community. It's
fair points.
A little lore for you.
Yeah.
Because there's the one statue of whatever is the Guillermo does something, the founder of Lumericorp.
Yeah.
That's over by...
The guy that Reaper killed?
No.
Yeah. No, a different guy.
That's over on the... where you come out from the bank. The bank.
Directly across from the church or courthouse or whatever.
The building that Jonak and Art got killed in.
Yeah.
It should just be forever known as that. They should actually put a monument up there and put Prophet's fucking smug face up there on it on a plaque and saying...
smiling with half a slice of pizza in his mouth.
This is where I destroyed the two best fucking supports in the league.
Yes. I'm really excited to see Dorado play again.
Fix the meta. You gotta do that.
More liberal or
more profit
memes.
Yeah.
More profit memes.
Speaking of that, now a team that's really good on that map is London.
Yeah. I mean, overall, this is good. This is a good map pool for London. Yeah. So this is good. Interesting, except for Oasis.
Yeah,
it's never a good map for them.
No, but the fact that they're good on pretty much all the maps that are on it. Maybe now they're kind of iffy on Horizon.
Yeah.
Dorado we got some good Pharah play on here too.
Oh yeah.
Which it could be more necessary on this map than normal.
For sure.
If we're doing this if everything goes the way, we think it's going to go with the tank meta.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of you guys are playing in ladder and stuff like that. This is where it's at. Granted, it's on a different patch. We're not going to get into that whole fucking rant again, but...
even
before the Hanzo changes, though...
The only thing that makes sense as far as most of these things go. But yeah, Dorado is going to be really interesting. I think it's going to be one of those really defining maps for this stage. Whereas Gibraltar, I like watching them play because each point is so different, but at the same point, it can get really weird. Just seeing, just the way that it hops all over the place, it can get kind of confusing as to, where people are, and because everything looks kind of the same, too, no matter where you're at in the map. Yeah. Except for the last point, really, is the only one that looks different. I mean, I guess the inside does, too, but,
But there's tarps, and it's, gray.
It's just all gray, and...
Plus, then they're all running around up on the ship up there.
Yeah.
Hero 28, by the way. Throwing that one in there. The pilot.
Yep.
They're, either in and out of the ship. They're on top of the ship. They're behind... they're it's kind of hard to figure out where everybody is.
Yeah.
And then you get, the thing I like is, sometimes those people that play Widowmaker, they go, in those little doorways, they just stick their head there and just clip people off from there.
Right.
It's
absurd.
How do you clear off the top of that ship? Well, have Widowmaker stand in the doorway and just clip a bunch of heads.
Yeah. Click.
Yeah. Click. That's where Carpe went and fucking nuts doing that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we're going to see Saya Player and Architect and...
Oh, yeah.
all those dudes. They're going to be doing that. That map is... You get 3 metas with that map. It's kind of weird.
You really do.
The third part of the map, you can run it all dive, or you can run it with Pharah, or with this, I mean, are you just going to try and charge in with tanks and try and defend with an Orisa barrier kind of thing going on?
Because you're so, when you're on defense on that part, it reminds me a lot of the end of Numbani.
Oh, yeah.
The last part of Gibraltar reminds me a lot of that because it's a hard corner, a hard left turn.
Yeah.
And then the spawn is right there.
Yeah, and you have that weird, that bridge. It's different than New Bonnie when you go through that, what do they call it, the car wash?
Yeah.
Thing. You don't have that, but you got that all that high ground around there where they just perch up there and start 76 is up there, and sometimes they have Widow up there. It just gets nightmarish. Or
just
Jump
trying
Rat.
to getting it around that corner is just crazy difficult, even for these guys.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's what we saw in the stage 2 when New York won.
Yeah.
Against Philly, they just held on that point because it was just fucking ridiculous.
Well, and I think we're gonna get some. You're gonna see some Sombra on that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I think like certain. I think she's not going to be as prevalent as she was in the last stage.
Yeah.
But like, there's going to be certain parts where you're definitely going to see her, and I think stage point 3 to the end of Gibraltar, you're definitely going to see a lot of her.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and I can't wait. This is honestly the favorite conglomeration of maps that they've had yet for me.
I'm really excited about this map.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I hate assault maps anyway, but I can deal with watching them play Hanamura and Horizon as long as I don't have to play them.
Right.
I'm fine with that. Because now the only problem is, we talked about this for a minute. Like, I'm sure you guys have gone in and played and you're going, okay, I just watched like 8 matches, professionals play this, and nobody's doing it like them, and we're losing.
Oh, yeah.
That's Hanamura for me in a nutshell.
Yep.
But I like watching Li Zhang. I like Blizzard World. Shoot me. King's Row I can watch people play King's Row all day long.
Yeah, same.
And same thing with both escort maps. Those are probably 2 of my favorite escort maps. Mm-hmm. Binance Rialto, which is becoming one of my favorite ones, and hated ones at the same time.
Yeah.
I kind of like it though when you get that balance.
Yes.
You know, that I hate this map, but I like it.
Yeah.
I absolutely want to stab myself in the eye because welcome to Hanamura comes across the screen. And then you look at the people you're playing with and what they're picking, and you're going, we're going to die.
Why?
Or
Why
Hollywood. Hollywood's on it.
Yeah.
So that's going to wrap it up for this one. I am going to throw one last thing in. This is just a side thought before we cut this one off. Now, the playoffs, Blizzard did right. I want to see in that finals if they're going to run all the maps.
Ooh, yes.
I don't want to see repeat maps, Blizzard. Friday, have this set up. Saturday, have another, because I haven't seen Eichenwald in forever, and I love that map.
Yeah.
Eichenwald needs to be in the playoffs. And whatever they do for the semis and the quarterfinals and all that stuff, I think they need to do something similar along those lines. But for the finals, all the maps, guys, put them all in.
That would be
and if they don't get to the third game, which I think they will anyway, then okay, we don't see them. Put all the new maps on the last one.
There you go.
You can just have Rialto, Blizzard World, Horizon,
Oasis,
Eichenwald.
all the ones that came out after release.
So,
I'll be done with that. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up.
That's gonna do it, guys. All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll come back at you with our Stage 4 preview, where we're going to talk about, where we think people are going to finish, who's going to make the playoffs, final playoffs, stage playoffs, and where everybody's going to finish in the end. Don't forget to subscribe, hit a like on the videos. Thanks a lot for all your support, all your subscriptions. Catch us on social media. All the links will be down below, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Catch you guys on the next one. Later.